Hello everybody. So this should be a very easy, quick video. I have a card blank. I believe these are my 4x6 card blanks. 6 and 4. Yes, 4x6. This piece of paper just happened to come out when I pulled this. So it was on there, so I thought, well, I'll leave it on there. I got scraps and stuff all around me, but this is the box of my special papers from Crafter's Companion, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to take, I got all these papers all over the place everywhere, right? So I am just going to grab some papers, and I'm going to try to go way down in here, and far enough. Okay. Now it's going to be this piece, and I'm not looking. I'm looking up at the roof or at the ceiling. Let's see what I got. Oh, butterflies. Lots of butterflies. Okay. And now I'm just going to use this to make a card. And I'm looking. And this is some really nice paper to make a card with. I mean, I got lucky when I pulled that out of the hat. And let's just call it a hat just for the sake of that. Now these papers, these are my special papers in this box, are not double-sided. There is the other side right there. It's white. They are only single-sided. This is very pretty. And this sheet is really kind of odd, different, because it doesn't, the pattern is not necessarily repeating itself. We got the same butterflies, but the pattern is not necessarily the same. So this might be, do we see this anywhere on here? No. We do not see this on here. There's this butterfly who's here, but he's got another fly. I was thinking that maybe I could cut one out. If I did, it would have to be one of these, and this other stuff would have to be more of the background. So let me get a piece of paper to mat. There we go. This will look good, right? And I can mat it with this. I like that. Okay, the only problem is I got a red card blank, but that's okay. We're going to cover it up. It's not going to go, and that really bothers me. I want to just let it slide, and I can't. So let me grab, here's some white paper. Let me get my paper trimmer. What size card blank do I want? I'm sorry, I just can't do the red card blank. I just can't. I could have done pink or anything like that, but no, I can't do the red. So we're gonna fix this. We're gonna do 8 by 6. Let's see, what size is that? 8. We're gonna cut this 8 by 6. So I just want this an 8. 8. By 6. Now, if you're wondering why I cut it that way, because I find that the least I cut off in that first cut is the more paper I'm saving. And if that's wrong, it could very well be, but It feels that way to me, so that's what I'm sticking with. So 8 by 6. And I'm going to score. I'm going to score at 4. And that should give me 4 by 6. Let's see how I did. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Let's see. Yep, both sides pretty good. Okay, did good. Don't always do good, so that's kind of important to me. Okay, so now I'm going to take my paper. And this is where I got the machine, but I'm not going to use the machine this time. Because you can have them fussy cut out for you. And I haven't even tried it yet. And I should have done by now. Okay, so I'm going to bring my paper trimmer back because I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm going to do 4 by 6. I'm going to have to open this up, aren't I? Yep. So, let me open it. See, that only goes to just a little bit over 5.5, and I need to know if I got 6 inches here for the mat. So this will do 6, and this will do 6. Definitely. I think I don't want it 6 though, right? It has to be a little bit less than 6. So is that going to work this way? Don't want it too less than 6. That's not going to work. So if I do this 6, this is going to work. And I'm going to do the small side is 6. And then I'm going to pull this here at 4. And I'm going to go to the small side of 4. Which is going to just leave us a teeny tiny little border. Doing the small side of 4. Okay. And now this is going to go on my card blank. And this is going to be my first mat, right? There. I might turn it over. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I refilled my glue before I started this video. And this is Collall. My Crafter's Companion, and it's their tacky glue. I put in a fine tip. One reason is this is not fine tip work, right? And you're thinking, that's not that. Why do you need the fine tip for that? Because if you put too much of that glue on the paper, it's going to warp the paper. And I like to use that glue on everything. It sticks well. It sticks. I just like it. I like to use it on everything. So, I don't want to have to say, I use this glue for this, and this glue for this, and this glue for this. And lately, I've been using the tape pens a lot. And I worry about things staying together. So when I make stuff and I'm sending it to somebody, I don't use a tape pen. But if I'm, say I'm making it for somebody and I figure out they're just going to toss it out anyways, then guess what? They can have the tape pen and stuff that's quicker to use. Okay, I'm going to cut here because these are all layered up by each other. And the single ones are over here, like this one is by itself. This one's by itself. This one's by itself. So the fussy cut, those will be the ones that I will use. And these ones here are all within each other. So I don't see me using those anyways. So I'm just under 4 by 6. I went to the small side of 4 and the small side of 6. And you probably don't know what I mean by that. That's the way I call it. Now this is 12, so I'm going to go to 8. Well, I'm not going to go to 8 because I don't want it. I'm going to go to 8 1/4. And that's going to give me 1/4 inch all the way around. I don't know why I'm wanting that much because not 1/4 inch all the way around. 1/2 inch all the way around. I'm wanting that much because now here's the question. Do I want to use the top part of the paper or the bottom part of the paper? I kind of like this top. So I'm going to go with 5. What did I do? I think I went too thin. 3/4. Because I should have gone 3 3/4, and I bet I didn't. Oh no, I did. Good, 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 good. I did it right. So there's my next layer. And I have found one thing with card making. And even with the simple cards, if you're going to do it, when you add mats and layers, it dignifies the card, keeping it simplified. So it's, how do I explain it? If I'm not doing a big fancy thing like watching Crafter's Companion today, Craig did a beautiful card, and I'm going to try to copy it. Well, I don't know if I can, but I'm going to try. And it was absolutely beautiful, and no matting. But the card itself with adding was beautiful, and it didn't need it. So if you're just trying to keep things simple and, you know, you're not trying to do a lot of work or whatever, then that is something to think about. Okay, so now these papers, and I don't know how many of each we get, and we might only get one of each, and then at which point maybe I'll end up being sorry for this, but I don't know. I'm just trying to keep it sweet, I guess is the word I'm trying to say. I know that I want the blue butterfly. Now I could just, I'm not decoupaging this because I don't have the different pieces to decoupage. So, okay, I'm gonna do a little fussy cutting. This to me is the quick fussy cutting, and I call it that because I leave a border around it. If you're not leaving a border around it, then it's more work. It takes a little bit more to do that. And so to me, that is fussy cutting 100, you know. But this, because I'm leaving the border, I'm not happening to be quite so specific and picky on things. And so it just makes it easier. See how quick I did that. And you can... Okay, then probably want another one. I might do these two here, this one and this one. might be the ones I do. I kind of like the color on it. And I might be saving me a little bit of paper. So just because they're not quite like that green, right? They're like white and kind of gray. Maybe a little bit bluish on there. And then there's some here on the paper, so I can come through. There's one. See how quickly, because I'm leaving the border, and I'm not leaving a lot of border with these, but I am leaving some. It's just that they're kind of small, so I don't want to leave too much border. But I want to leave border where I don't have to cut out all the details of it, right? But once I got my machine all figured out, we are going to just go over to the machine. Okay, with everybody, let's go over to the machine and get it fussy cut it out. I'll probably still have to do some by hand, just for one thing to keep in practice, and another thing so that people can see that they can do it, right? Okay. So now I might leave this one here, or this one. Maybe I'll put this one here and just have this one here and this one here. Or I can move them and have this one there. And no, I think I'm going to keep these little ones kind of together. Oh, no, I think I like this one going this way. And this one kind of that way, there and there, I think, maybe. Okay. We can play with them. What I do need is a sentiment, and I want a sentiment on white paper. And so what I'm going to do to make sure it comes out, and I'm doing simple, so I'm not using my die cut machine for any of this. I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm just going to pull this down out here. Let's see. You are beautiful in every way. Without change, there would be no butterflies. Let's do that one. Okay. Maybe. maybe. I think I'm going to use... the gold. The gold. Now for me, and everybody's different, but for me, if I'm not using a stamp position or a stamp thing, I want to use a rock block because they work very well for me. So, let's see. It didn't feel juicy, really. Yeah, that's not... It maybe is good enough, but I'm not happy with it. It's not dark enough. And I might have to get the positioner out because, honestly, I might not be able to get it darker than that without going over it a couple of times. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Okay, so I'm going to use the stamp positioner to do this. So let me move this out of the way. Oh, my stamp positioner's moved. So where is that piece? It's missing. Oh, that's not a good thing. I wonder. Yeah, that's not going to work. Wow. I like seriously don't know. Somebody's been in here messing with some of my stuff to mess with me. I have a feeling. Somebody is gonna come in and be like, ha 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 ha. Was you looking for that? Yeah, even my magnets. So that means I need to put this here safely. Okay. This. Okay, shove the paper in the corner. Put this back on. Pick that stamp up. Oh, this is going to be a pain. I have a feeling. Okay. Gold. Inking it up. Oh, I hope. If this would work the first time and I don't have to come back, that would be marvelous. I don't think I'm going to be that lucky. Let's see. Get some ink on here, and it's so big I gotta kind of hold it up against me to get the ink on. Okay, put that back up. Okay, here we go. For some reason, the top of that without is not working good. It's not giving me ink. That's the only bad spot. Let's try that, because the ink really should still be there because it's not on the paper. Okay. No, it still isn't. Let's see. I don't know. All I can do is try, I guess, and... All right. So... I just remembered that I wanted to tell you, if you live anywhere by, did she call it Meijer? M-E-I-J-E-R grocery stores. They carry more than groceries. And one of our friends here saw some Crafter's Companion paper in there for $17.99 for a paper pad. I believe she said the Wildflower collection. Still not there. All the rest of the stamps working. And I don't know what the issue is. It should be working. I'll try doing it a different way. So, I wanted to let you all know that if you have a, I don't know if it's Myers or Mayers or Meijer, whatever. M-E-I-J-E-R, I believe. And she said she's hoping they have more. And normally if they start, they'll at least have a couple of them, you know, like they could be getting, like, clearanced out or something like that. This is not going to stamp. I don't know what to do because I spent so much time on this now without change. I mean, even if... Oh, that's better. I'll use that. I will use that. Okay. Okay. How did this work out? That the paper I grabbed, and I swear, I had my eyes closed. And I still pulled out the butterfly paper. I was like, let's see what we get. I mean, it's pretty much all florals and some of that vintage stuff. But still, I mean, it's pretty much florals and that vintage. And I pulled out cool butterflies. So easy to make a card with. So, I have this. I'm going to cut around this. And then I want to get that off. So I'm going to come to the top of it. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do this. I'll put this down flat and then That will go there. Yes, that'll look good. Okay. Let me get this tacky glue. Why is it that when this thing's more full is when it wants to clog up more? Butterflies. I'm going to go right to the corner with that. Not bad for cutting out freehand, right? I say not bad anyways. I need some dimensional because I want to pop these up a little bit. I had some dimensionals right here. Kind of big. No, they are. They're kind of big. So we're going to cut them down. Okay. This is going to be too big for this. So I'm just going to cut this down again. And I'm going to cut it in half. And, oh, it wouldn't have been if I'd have done that. Huh? This and this. That'll be over here. I'll put that one here. Right? This one, I think I'm going to just not put nothing down on this side and then glue on this side and one dimensional right there. Yeah, right here. So one dimensional here. Come on, Lori. Get that tape off of there. A little glue thing here. And I'm just going to leave that free. And I'm going to put this over this butterfly. And I'm going to... That's pretty high up. That's no lie. That's quite a bit up. I don't know that I want them up that high. Ooh. Well, it's already on. So it is what it is now. But if I had realized, I probably wouldn't have had him up so high. Okay, this little guy, he can, one here, one here. He's bigger, so it's not going to seem so bad. The height on the bigger one. Because with him, I can still get glue on the body and push it down. So they're all coming this way. He's going to be this way. See? See how he is? There we go. All right. One more thing. One more thing. We need one more thing. This says it's pale gold. Let's check it out first. Because sometimes... Alright. That's going to work for me. Do I want it here or over here? One, two, 3. And then I'm going to do 4. They should level them. See, they did. They level themselves out. These Nuvo drops do level themselves out. I don't know if you noticed when I first put them down, but they had a point. But if you look now, they're smooth and they level themselves out. So there we go, folks. Oh, I could put some here too, just 2 maybe. We'll leave it, and maybe later. We'll see when we come back and look. Sometimes you're just better off leaving it and come back and looking at it later. All right, everybody. If you liked my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you join me again. I really like the way the card turned out. Bye-bye.